Hello and welcome to a brand new edition of Tech Toys. And yes, Suresh Venkat and Ankit Vengurlekar have survived the last 1 week. And why am I saying survival?
Ankit, I'm trying to be cheerful. You notice my normally cheerful, optimistic, shining demeanor is slightly dim today. Can you see it? That's because I spent last week watching the budget, and I watched the entire budget speech, all 74 hours of it.
Atyachar, Suresh. Atyachar.
Anyway, so Pranab, if you're watching, please make next year's budget speech more exciting. Second problem.
Let's get your problem closer to home.
I can't message or BBM Pranabda because my phone got stolen. My HTC Hero got stolen by a villain. What is this country coming to? Rising crime statistics. What are we doing about it? We're buying new phones. That's what we're doing about it. So let's cut to the chase. I need to buy a new phone. A befuddling array of choices in the market.
Befuddling indeed.
As you can see.
Yes.
Right? I remember once upon a time, the only choice to buy was Nokia. Nobody would ever buy a non-Nokia phone. So should I still buy a Nokia, Ankit?
And the Nokia N8 is quite a device. We've been recommending the Nokia N8 left, right and center. Suresh, feature-wise, hardware-wise, the best camera on any mobile device ever. Fantastic phone, has changed Nokia smartphone fortunes, but not for you.
Not for me.
No.
What about the other Nokia that I have here?
The Nokia C7? Don't even think about it.
Don't think about it.
Put it back.
Not for me.
Put
Right.
it back.
I also remember being a big fan of Sony Ericsson.
Yeah, because
back
you are
in the day.
using what, a Sony Ericsson 1945
I really used to like
model?
Sony Ericsson, yes. And these, what about this new Sony Ericsson X8?
Sony Ericsson X8, yeah, that's the model. Now this is a really good phone, Suresh, if you were 20 years younger.
So let's put that phone back.
Yes, exactly.
Right. There's a host of other phones. What about the HTC HD?
HTC HD7, the 7 moniker is for that. Brilliant hardware, but the operating system is half-baked.
Is Windows Phone 7?
Windows Phone 7.
I thought you liked Windows Phone 7.
I love Windows Phone 7. The Metro user interface is unbelievable. Usability is not up to the mark. There's no copy-paste and there is no marketplace and blah. And you don't have to bother with this. Yeah.
Okay.
HTC Mozart, brilliant hardware, but again the same problem. The operating system is half-baked.
Right, we're running out of phones pretty quickly. Now there are some strange manufacturers like Dell who are making phones these days. And this, of course, is the Dell Venue. Should I consider buying a Dell phone?
If you want to watch all your movies on this 4.1-inch AMOLED screen, the best screen that you'll see on a mobile
No, I want to
device.
watch movies on a TV, not on a phone. Okay. I want a phone for...
That rules it out.
So Dell, don't buy a Dell? Don't buy the Dell?
Don't buy the Dell Venue. Brilliant hardware, but just doesn't cut it.
Right. The next choice, of course, Ankit, is Motorola. And you know my feelings about Motorola. Not the greatest company in the world.
These are the pioneers of mobile telephony.
So BSNL was a pioneer of local landline telephony. Nobody buys a BSNL phone these days.
Okay, whatever.
Doordarshan was a pioneer of television.
Yes. Motorola.
Being the pioneer is not good enough.
Motorola Quench XT5. Okay, fantastic Android 2.1 phone. But the problem is there are better phones than this. There's the HTC Wi-Fi and there's the LG Optimus.
And plus, if there's a phone called Quench, I may not buy a phone called Quench. Especially not from Motorola.
Oh, Suresh. What do you think of the funky swivel design?
A, I don't like square phones. B, it's a very girly design. And C, it reminds me of the Micromax Bling Mobile, which is also
Micromax Bling Mobile is fantastic.
If you're a really cool techie like me, don't buy it. Sorry, I can't buy the... So Ankit, we're running out of phones rapidly.
It's to make a decision for a cool techie like you. The Motorola Defy. Okay, Suresh, if you're going to scale the K2 or go on a wild vacation in the Kalahari, the Defy is your phone. But knowing you, you won't even scale up.
Why? What is so good about the Defy?
It's completely rugged. It's waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, scratch resistant, all of that.
Right. So most of us are unlikely to be climbing the K2. I'm unlikely to be climbing Pali Hill anytime soon. So I don't really need all of that. Plus, I'm not a big Motorola fan.
Right.
I've heard about the BlackBerry Torch. Now,
yes.
There are two things I like about the BlackBerry Torch. One is it's a touchscreen, and second, it has a physical keyboard. You have a combination of touch when you want to and physical keyboard when you want to. So is the Torch my phone?
No, it's not.
Oh no, why is it not? Does Torch not shine the way?
This Torch has no torch in it. There's just nothing that shines in this phone. Okay, as a thumb rule, I mean, we've got nothing against you, Frenny Baba and RIM and all of them. As a thumb rule, don't buy any BlackBerry device that has the word touch in it.
Okay, all right. Like the Storm 2, Storm 3, Torch.
Nothing. Don't even think about it. Okay, which actually brings me to a very good device from a company that you're not very gung-ho about, LG.
I'm not very gung-ho. I'm very gung-ho about Samsung.
Dude, the Taiwanese are taking over the world, I'm telling you. One Taiwanese at a time. Okay? LG Optimus One P500. What a brilliant device. Budget Android, comes with 2.2. It's got everything that you need. But there's a problem.
Sorry, did you say the word budget?
Exactly.
Okay, that's not my thing either.
My God, Suresh.
When you say budget, what kind of budget are we talking about?
This is 12,500. Retails at around 10,000 if you buy it off the street. This is unbelievable, Suresh. We've just gone through 12 of the latest smartphones in the market and not even one of them is cutting it for him. Right, you can see how bored he is. What has the world come to? Not one phone that Suresh likes. Okay, let's dip into a quick break. Come right back to this. After the break, we'll really find out if there is even one phone that mankind has for Suresh Venkat.
We hope. We live in hope. After the break.
Right, and my prayers have finally been answered. As you can see, 12 of these phones have magically vanished from here, and what we have are the only real feasible 3 smartphone options that exist for
Let me get it right. So if I walk into a phone store, I ignore every other phone that
Just wear blinders and go to these 3.
I only need to see 3 phones.
Yes.
So what's so special about these 3 phones?
These 3 are the best of the best of the best mobile phone technology that there is in the market out
So
there.
I see one BlackBerry, which is the Bold.
The BlackBerry Bold 9780.
And I see the iPhone 4.
The God phone.
Which has antenna problems and is completely made of some super fragile crystalline diamond-shaped glass.
It does not.
So if you drop it once, it will shatter into powder.
None of it.
And of course, a favorite company of mine, HTC. And this, of course, is the HTC Desire.
The Desire, yes. The souped-up Android smartphone.
Right, so how do I know which one is right for me?
You don't.
I don't. How do I know which one to buy?
You don't.
I don't. Oh, good. So is there any way to find out?
Suresh, for such a noble cause, Shruti, Ashwin and yours truly have embarked on a mission of epic proportions.
And at the end of this, I'll have my answer. Which smartphone is right just for me? Made just for me. Customized for me. All right, take a look.
In mankind's darkest hour, when all hope is lost, when there's no one else to go to, 3 people help you decide which phone to buy every single time.
We knew this day would come. After years of looking around for answers, reading each and every blog and magazine,
Watching other tech shows and yet another mobile phone review, we knew that you still wouldn't have the answer.
Because what you need is not brochure gibberish, but lessons for life. Ask and I shall get from this council.
Next question, please.
in all likelihood, the girl or the guy who will fall for your half-baked pickup lines is a person with a smartphone. A peer jumped onto a phone called the BlackBerry because last he or she heard their peers were leading rather action-packed lives courtesy the blazing fast response on the BlackBerry Messenger. So exchange pins, start flirting with smileys and BBM away. Just be careful though, the last thing you want is to message something rather naughty to your boss.
Now you big boys and girls have hormones, and then you have someone like Steve Jobs who just does not get the plot. Thanks to Mr. Jobs, none of the iDevices have any application with adult content. But hey, don't jump to conclusions just yet, because neither does Android or BlackBerry. But you know there is magic in the words open source. But thanks to the open nature of the Android operating system, some really horny geeks have put together a third-party independent app store called MeCandy, especially for adult content. Then the smartphone you need is the HTC Desire. But if you're upset about limiting the beauty of your species to a measly 3-inch screen, then worry not. Thanks to Android 2.2, you can now create your own portable Wi-Fi hotspot and convert your boring old laptop into a forbidden temptation island.
If you're stranded in the Bali with Ursula Andress, you don't need to be rescued. But if you're stranded in the Galapagos with Lonesome George, you need the HTC Desire. With an SOS app called GPS Location on Moss, you'll no longer need to be the George of the jungle. Now, most cell phones can flash out text messages, but this app takes it a step further by flashing out your latitude, your longitude, and your altitude. Now, just pray that the Somali pirates don't intercept those.
Step 1, forget about your phone. Step 2, make the most of the situation because your brain's memory card has limitless capacity. And step 3, if you're the sort who likes to share the most inconsequential details of your life with the world, then you better be armed with the Desire. With the Desire in hand, you can watch, click, touch and tell the world in a matter of seconds, 5 megapixels at a time.
Now the only real threat your race has is from a hole in the wall called North Korea and its ridiculously ambitious leader called Kim Jong-il. Here's how you can save the world from Kim's Il-jong. Step 1. Go to a mobile store and buy a device called the BlackBerry Bold 9780. Step 2. Find Kim Jong-il and hand over the BB Bold 3 to him. Step 3. Set the hourglass and watch Kim Jong-il struggle, setting up the BlackBerry Messenger, email accounts, Facebook, Twitter and synchronizing his contacts. Step 4. Find Chuck Norris and Rajnikant. Step 5. Sit back and enjoy your margarita while these two help you save the world.
BlackBerry is the only non-touch phone when coupled with a hard case can bring down Shaquille O'Neal when launched at 45 degrees at 45 miles per hour. Just go for the berries. With all that projectile physics you learned from Angry Birds, it's time you put that to good use.
God being God, he would settle for nothing less than the God phone, that is the iPhone 4. And if you've always wondered why he chose you as the guinea pig to test the threshold of the human race, then why not use FaceTime on the iPhone 4 and ask him one-on-one? Just pray there's Wi-Fi up there.
Excuse me?
Zombies. There's a lot of ketchup on them. Darwin didn't factor them in, but thankfully some geek boy from Bangalore has. And the iPhone 4 has enough and more applications to help you through. From surviving a zombie attack to crossing the Mexican-American border to even surviving a nuclear holocaust. And as a good measure, it even helps you to fix a broken clock.
Well, about time you asked us that. Unfortunately, there's no one winner. Unfortunately, there are two. The Apple iPhone 4 and the HTC Desire.
That's it.
The time's up.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have cleared the confusion a little bit because now out of the three phones that we have in the market for Suresh, we recommend these two, the iPhone 4 and the HTC Desire.
I find BlackBerry very boring anyway. They're efficient for work and email and all of that.
Not you.
But they just don't have sex appeal.
It's not you.
So we have down to two phones. We have the
iPhone 4 and the HTC Desire.
That's an easy decision for me.
Really?
Right? I like Apple products, but I'm going to choose the HTC because I'm the champion of the underdog. I love Android better than Apple because this is the large evil empire.
So quietly brilliant, like HTC says.
Also smart, not very unlike me. So Ankit, thank you. Thank you and Shruti for doing the hard work for me.
You're welcome.
HTC Desire. So this and the iPhone 4 are the best phones in the world today, and I'm going to be buying the HTC Desire. Right after this break, come back. I'm going to own the HTC Desire, and we'll see you on the other side.
Welcome back. You're watching Tech Toys with Suresh and me. In case you've missed all the action that we've been through in the last two segments, let us quickly get you up to speed. These are the three best smartphones in the market, the BlackBerry Bold 9780, iPhone 4 and the HTC Desire. Suresh has decided to buy the HTC Desire as his smartphone of choice.
That's true, Ankit. But there's lots of phones that haven't come to India yet.
Yeah.
Right? And some of those phones were released in Barcelona recently.
Absolutely.
We should have gone to Barcelona, but we didn't. Instead, we brought Barcelona to Tech Toys.
We like that.
And it's called the Mobile World Congress. Here's a quick update on what happened in Barcelona.
Other than a few budget offerings, Samsung has been a rather silent player in the smartphone arena. But with Galaxy S2, Samsung is singing out loud that something big is coming. And it sure did at the Mobile World Congress. With an impressively raised contrast ratio, strikingly better color gamut, and a Super AMOLED Plus screen promising an apparently 80% reduction in power over the first version of the screen, Samsung Galaxy 2 comes with a whole host of new tech to make it far superior to its predecessor. And Samsung puts all of this into a nice slim design, making the Galaxy S2 sit comfortably in your hands. Sony Ericsson's candy bar smartphones Xperia Play, Xperia Neo and Xperia Pro had their official coming out party in MWC this year. Sony Xperia Neo flaunts the Sony Bravia graphics engine, promising television-like experience on its 3.7-inch display. With a front-facing 2-megapixel camera and an 8-megapixel rear camera, this is certainly the first visual flavor of the season. There's a reason why we didn't send Ankit to play with these toys. We will hold our until we actually get up close and personal with this debutante in its silver, blue and red avatars. The only physical difference between the Neo and the Pro is that Neo has a virtual keypad while the Pro has a physical keypad. So for those of you who still swear by the physical keypads, here's some Sony magic to look out for in black, silver and red. And the rats are now off Sony Xperia Play, the first of the Sony PlayStation Suite certified device with up to 50 games available at launch. With a layout similar to PSP Go with slide-out controls and 4-inch touchscreen display and a rear-facing 5-megapixel camera, we are certainly looking forward to playing with this Xperia. Only you know who you are and only you know what you want from your phone, and guess what? So does HTC. And so HTC has pretty much exploded all over the Mobile World Congress with its new suite of mobile phones. And if you're a Facebook addict, you have 2 reasons to rejoice. HTC Chacha and HTC Salsa are the newest social networking phones that are fitted with a Facebook button, keeping you only 1 click away from sharing your entire life with your friends on Facebook. Catering to the touchy and the non-touchy alike, these 2 phones are identical in their functions except for their keypads. Housing the Gingerbread 2.3 Android OS and the 5-megapixel rear camera fitted into its back and a VGA camera integrated into its front, the Chacha and the Salsa are expected to be positioned as budget phones. And finally, with Apple, Samsung and Motorola all entering the tablet space, we knew HTC would join them sooner or later. People of the world, meet the HTC Flyer, a 7-inch Super LCD touchscreen that's encased in an aluminium unibody design. This tablet weighs just under a pound. The Flyer has been optimized for tablet use and will feature HTC's Scribe and digital ink technology to give experience of using a pen to take notes and draw pictures on the tablet. The HTC Flyer tablet premieres HTC Watch, a new video download service that enables low-cost, on-demand downloading of hundreds of high-definition movies from major studios. Yo HTC, you certainly got our attention.
Right, Ankit, that's what happened in Barcelona at the Mobile World Congress 2011. So lots of new phones are going to be coming into India, but as of now, we have phones that are in India. Now, irrespective of whether you buy a phone in India or you buy a phone in Barcelona, there's one thing that unites all mobile phone users. It's like the silent bond. It's the pain and agony of losing your phone, losing your data, not having backup. What do we do about this?
It's quite a traumatic experience, Suresh, and the last I checked, there's only one doctor really who can cure this trauma.
There is a doctor who
There
can
is,
cure
there
it.
is.
Who's this doctor?
Dr. Raghunath.
Dr. Raghunath.
Yes.
Right, he's a quack, but he's got the solution to this particular problem. So Quack Raghunath, take it away.
Losing your cell phone is more traumatic than not filing your tax returns in time. To help you through those traumatic moments, F-Secure has a cool solution called F-Secure Anti-Theft for Mobiles. This works on Android, Symbian and Windows phones. Download from fsecure.mobi and pray that you don't lose your phone. If your prayers go unanswered, here are your solutions. Send text messages to lock your phone, locate it with the inbuilt GPS receiver, and even remotely wipe your phone data. And if your phone gets the thief's SIM card, you get an instant SMS from that number and you can take it to the law. So, F-Secure your device right now. If your iPhone goes missing, Apple's MobileMe solution comes to the rescue. Just log in through any computer and you can see where your little precious is. And you can nab the crook who's been messing with the apple of your eye. MobileMe has a free trial before you purchase it and is a great solution for all iDevices. So luck isn't your middle name and your phone's gone. More than the phone, you'll miss numbers and those precious private pictures. Time to back them up in such a way that everything comes back once you get a new device. Now, time to salute MIQ. This backs up everything on your phone. Contacts, text messages and even pictures. So when you misplace your device and want to be up and running, all you need to do is download MIQ on your new phone, log in and restore all your data. That's it. MIQ works on Nokia's, Android, Windows and Blackberries. The best part of the story, it's free. So stop thinking and start backing up. For iPhone users, it can't get better than MobileMe. Again, it's free for a while and gets paid later on. But hey, all great things don't come free. But what if you have your phone and bad karma bites you, leaving all your data deleted or corrupted on your memory card? Time to use data recovery software like this one, ZAR. Zero Assumption Recovery is a software powerhouse that can help you retrieve data on bad disks and memory cards. This works on Windows machines, and all you need to do is plug your phone and fire up ZAR. Identify the damaged disk and click Next. Once done, wait for a while till ZAR identifies deleted files. Then copy them back to your computer. As a good measure, if your memory card has had physical damage, replace it, and you can start breathing easy.
So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the definitive smartphone collection. These are the 3 best smartphones in the market.
For those of you who missed it, the BlackBerry Bold 9780, the iPhone 4 or the HTC Desire. My vote is for the HTC Desire. Where's your vote? Where do you
iPhone 4. iPhone 4. All the way iPhone 4.
Not the BlackBerry with BBM?
No way. I won't even be caught dead with a BlackBerry device, Suresh. No way.
Right, so that brings us to the end of this episode. We will see you next week, same time, same place. If you need to follow us, Ankit.
Oh yeah, of course. The Twitter handles are flashing on the screen. Go to Facebook. You can like the Tech Toys page. You can go to YouTube, catch all our videos that are online, catch all the previous shows, or you can watch it again. And
is there a button that allows them to dislike the Facebook page? Facebook needs a dislike.
There is an app which is
not unlike, dislike.
Oh, dislike.
Not only don't I not like you, I dislike you.
Right.
Right. See you at same time, same place next week. Tech Toys. We'll see you. Bye.
Don't dislike us.
Or not.